from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Bass got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw, and they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the 30.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brought down by
an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
Morgan's pass.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Touchdown, Titans! Chris Godwin, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'll be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0. So essentially, they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
first down. Morgan with it. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Morgan. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
10 yards on the...
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount.
And this is caught inside the 5 and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and throw for it. And he's brought down.
Conversion is successful and makes the score.
So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And now out comes Houston. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Morgan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
46-yard.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Morgan, he's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. From the gun, Morgan rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And makes the score Titans.
And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's the moral on top. Go for 2 now while their heads are down.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down here. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Taylor. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Morgan as he'll try and throw for it. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable.
His kick is good.
Well, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Morgan sets up to throw on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. To throw again on second down. Morgan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. Third down here.
Incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Morgan. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, Jackson shrugs him off. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Bass looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Let's hear it.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. Touchdown Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Looking to throw. Bass, and he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the formula there on the 2-point try, to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Texans 7. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Morgan from the gun on third down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Morgan on the keeper.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On second down, it's Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Morgan. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Complete to number 11.
A.J. Brown becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 36-yard line.
On the draw is Taylor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Morgan to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Morgan. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Morgan. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard.
And 1 at the Titans' 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Line.
Operating from the gun, Morgan. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fumble on the play.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Derrick Henry. And they work this out past the 25.
Derrick Henry on
Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
That's the
Back now in Houston.
with the score.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have...
And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
To A.J. Brown.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the gun, Morgan able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Morgan stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, Morgan. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Morgan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 59 yards.
Number 22, Derrick Henry.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. Back to throw. Bass. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Morgan down. Throwing on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Morgan, they'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Morgan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack, Morgan. He's got Njoku over the middle. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56, the mic, boys. Check 56.
Throwing now is Morgan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle.
They give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Titans, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.